I'm Anja. I'm from Germany originally, but I've been living in the UK for 6 years now. I came to Sheffield without a plan really, which was kind of the main point because I sometimes tend to overplan my work or my projects. So this time I was just really trying to come here and to see what I can find and what inspires me, what influences me, and just to kind of have that inspire all of the work I create. So I started with a blank sketchbook and just added everything I saw, everything that caught my eye, and all the impressions and experiences, and it just kind of developed by itself. It's been really great. I was really spoiled for choice. There's just so much going on here, so many places to see, so many things to take part in, and just walking through the city, you see so much that really the editing and the choice making of what to include in the project was the hardest part. So I could have just, my list of places I wanted to visit, I wanted to include, just grew every day, and I mean I wasn't able to cover it even slightly. So it was just a lot of impressions, all very positive and really inspiring and motivating. So I just had the desire to create work all the time, which was what I was hoping for. I really enjoyed the Abbeydale Picture House, the old cinema. I came there a few times and worked on the drawing for that, and it just really calmed me down. It's a really relaxing place, but inspiring at the same time, with a great atmosphere, and I could just sit on the old cinema chairs and kind of watch the silent movies and draw at the same time, and just really enjoy the atmosphere and the place, and try to translate it into drawing. I came up with the idea of making a collage of the town pretty early on, because the first week I basically just spent wandering around and looking at the streets and town to just get a feeling before I really started to produce any work. And what struck me quite early on was that it just reminded me of a big collage. There's just so many textures and structures everywhere, and bits of paper which I just kind of picked up from the streets and brought home, and I really liked the textures and the things I found, and I thought I wanted to integrate it somehow into the sketchbook. So I went for the kind of collage look, which worked pretty well with the concertina sketchbook anyway, because you never run out of space really, you can just add as much as you like. So I started taking these scraps of paper around with me, or finding them and drawing on them at the location, and then kind of coming home and assembling everything into something not really finished, but something more structured. So it's a mix of kind of working on location and assembling everything back in the studio. I prefer to start working with pencil or colored pencil, kind of charcoal, something, just drawing more than painting, and then because it's also easier to just do on location. And then once I'm home and put all the scraps of paper, the sketches I've collected on the locations together, then I just add some paint and some washes to keep it all together. But which is great for the final touches, but for convenience it's definitely better to work with charcoal or pencil. Recently I've gotten much more into location drawing, urban sketching, and just drawing more from life than from my imagination, which I used to do in the past much more. And I think this has really influenced and changed my way of drawing and my way of approaching and perceiving drawing as well. It's kind of become more about the activity than the final outcome as such. And I personally enjoy it much more this way, and it's become more personal to me and more meaningful thereby, and I think that kind of reflects in the development of my style as well. I've definitely learned a lot during my stay here, my time here. It's been really good to just kind of see that I am able to do a lot of work without planning it, like spending days and weeks just planning it before I start, because starting is really the hardest part of any project. It's always been, I just kind of just put it off so long because I don't really know how, and there are so many things that could possibly go wrong, or maybe I'm after a certain look or a certain way, and I just don't really know how to get it. So the time here just really has shown me that I am very well able to just produce work without really thinking too much or planning too much, and to just do it, and it's much more enjoyable, and I'm really happy with the outcomes. So it just kind of helped me to let go a bit more and to have it come more naturally to me. Want to thank Sarah and Mark for the wonderful accommodation. I've had such a brilliant time in Sheffield, and staying in their house really just enhanced it so much, and I've just felt so welcome, and it was such a warm atmosphere and such nice food everywhere. No, I'm really grateful, so thank you.